Hey guys, welcome to this very special conversation we're going to have. My name, by the way, is Shay Brown, the Happy Entrepreneur, and I'm super excited to be here to talk about really the three things that you need to do to really start your business, but more importantly, to overcome any fears that you may have of starting a new business. And first, I just want to acknowledge you. I want to acknowledge you for the champion that you are. I want to acknowledge you for the winner that you are. I want to acknowledge you for just showing up and just having the mindset that there's more than just going to college. There's more than just getting a good job and working 9 to 5. There's more that I have to give, back to the community other than just my skill set. And when you have the entrepreneur mindset, that means that you have the mindset that I'm going to help solve a problem that's in the world. I'm going to make a bigger difference in the world. I'm going to have more meaning in the world, and I'm going to help change lives for someone else. So let me just first acknowledge you and say thank you so much for showing up. If you're right-handed, take your right hand. If you're left-handed, take your left hand and pat yourself on the back right now and say, great job. Great job for showing up, because only winners are here. And this is why it's important. This conversation, overcoming fears. The three things I need to know when I'm starting a new business. So let me just first start off by saying this. If you're out there right now, this conversation, you know you're in the right conversation right now. If you're, married, let's say, and maybe you have a wife, maybe you have a husband, maybe you have 2 kids, maybe you have the car, maybe you have the picket fence. I don't know. Maybe you love your job, but right now, the only reason you're hesitant of jumping all in is you're like, Shay, where do I start? Like, I don't even know where to start. Or it doesn't matter. You could be divorced. You could be single. You could not have any kids at all. But you're here thinking right now, I want to be an entrepreneur, but where do I start with my marketing? Where do I start with my sales? Where do I start knowing what product or service to offer? Where do I start getting cash flow right now? And so the conversation we're going to have during this time are some things, 3 things that you need to know in order to have a successful business. Some things I want you to start. So I want you to know exactly how to start. That's number 1. So my promise of here is you're listening right now is that you will learn how to start a new business and where to start, things to think about. And then my second promise to you is to share an idea that's going to help you attract clients. Because as you're watching right now, as you're listening right now, you might be thinking, okay, Shay, I need to know where to start, but also, come on now, I also need to know how to attract clients, how to bring the clients into me. So where do I start and how to bring the clients in? That's the conversation we're going to have. And I want you to know, as you're listening right now, you're not alone. You're not alone. There's so many folks that are out there that are just like you right now, and they have that same question. Where do I start? Where do I go? Where does it all happen? And I want you to know, as you're listening right now, that it's possible. That now it's possible that you can start a business. Now it's possible that you can help serve other people. And now it's possible that you can generate unlimited revenue so you can pay your bills, save for retirement, send your kids to a school of their choice, get out of debt, and write a check for your community so it can be better off. So here's the first note I want you to put in your notes. Please put this in your notes right now. Now it's possible. It's possible. And I'm going to walk you through step by step how to do that. Don't worry. For those folks that work in the government, this conversation is for you. If you're already an entrepreneur, this conversation is for you. If you're out there and you've just been dilly-dallying and you've read all the books, watched all the YouTube videos, you've even dipped into business before and failed, things just didn't work out for you, this conversation is for you. Why? Because one of the things I love is that we've got to be proud of all the scars we have in life. Each holds a lifetime worth of lessons. And so no matter where you are right now, no matter where you are in your life, no matter if you're single, no matter if you're married, no matter if you're divorced, no matter if you're working for someone, no matter if you tried it before and you failed, if you're thinking about being an entrepreneur, I want to thank you for showing up. And I promise, my promise to you is that this will be a good use of your time. My good friend Willie Jolly, who I admire so much, one of the top 5 motivational speakers in the world, he says, look, the past is a place of reference, not a place of residence. So I don't care right now if you never went to school, you're going to start a business. I don't care right now if you're the first one in your family to do this, you're going to start a business. I don't care if your family's been successful and you're not sure if you can be successful. It doesn't matter. Why doesn't it matter? It doesn't matter if you've never been to business school. The past is a place of reference. Jot that down in your notes. Take a picture of the slide right now. The past is a place of reference, is not a place of residence. And for you watching right now that want to be an entrepreneur, for you out there listening right now, the best is yet to come. The best is still yet to come. The best is still yet to come. Now, if you're thinking, Shay, the fear is so big right now that I'm not even sure if I can get past this. I can't get past the idea of where does the money come in from. I can't get past the idea that I've got to learn technology. I can't get past the idea right now, Shay, of who is going to pay me to help them, I don't know, cut their grass. Who's going to pay me to do their marketing? Who's going to put an article in my paper? If that's you, don't worry. You can get past this. You can make this happen. This is your moment. This is your time. And you know what? Even if you've asked yourself, Shay, every time I try to start, something happens in the family. Every time I try to do something, something comes up. And I'm always asking myself, Shay, and this is why I haven't really jumped into business, is how come this always happens to me? Why is it I'm always going to these classes and nothing happens? It changes right now and today. I want you to jot this in your notes. Change your mind, change your life. Put this in here. Change your mind, change your life. We're gonna change your mindset right now. So you don't have to worry about why things have always happened to you. How come you never started a business? What you can't worry about is that now is my time. That now is your time. That now is my time. Jot this in your notes right now. Put this in your notes. I'm going to get started. I'm going to give you 3 ways really to build a business that you need to know about. But first, jot this in your notes right now. Now is my time. Now is my time. Now is my time to start my business. Now is my time to get the name of my business together. Now is my time to find a mentor. Now is my time to really tune in and give it everything I got. Don't talk about it. Be about it. For all the folks that are out there watching right now, and you know now is my time. You know, this is your moment. You know, you were ready for this. Now, I get it. I got to give you some ideas. I get that in the time we have. But sometimes when I talk to folks, I was talking to someone recently, and they was starting to, just like you, talking about starting a business. And they said, Shay, I don't know if now's the right time. You know, with COVID-19 going on, there's a health pandemic happening. Oh, Shay, I don't know if you're aware of this. There's this racial, social pandemic going on. Maybe now's not the right time. Oh, Shay, in case you're not aware of what's going on, there's also a financial pandemic going on, a health pandemic, a financial pandemic, a social justice pandemic. Oh, by the way, Shay, so much is happening. Is now the time? And I'll share what I share with this person who's very intelligent. They went to my alma mater. I went to Morgan State University. I'll tell you in a minute a little about who is Shay Brown and why am I here. I'll give you a little bit of my story so you know. But I want you to know that if you try something before and you're like that person and wondered if now is the time, I'll share this one idea that I shared with this individual. And they're now taking the steps to start their business just like you. This is not a beat me obsession, but this is all about constant activity. It's all about taking action. She said, I said, the best time to plant a tree. This is what they tell me. The best time to plant a tree, they say, was 30 years ago. The next best time to plant a tree is now. And I said, so if you're going to research starting a business, do it now. If you're thinking about an idea, do it now. If you need a mentor, do it now. I said, look, now is the time. Now is the time. Jot that down in your notes. Now is the time. And when I shared that with her, you know what took place? And I'm very excited. She ended up doing exactly what we're talking about. She started her business. It's a coaching practice. It didn't cost her anything. She wasn't sure if she was an expert. She wasn't sure who's going to help her get paid. But I shared with her the 4P formula that I'm going to share with you. And in doing that, I helped her get going right away. And I'm going to help you as well. Now, you might be wondering, who in the world is Shay Brown? I mean, I'm hearing it for the very first time. My name, again, is Shay Brown, the happy entrepreneur. And a little bit about myself. I've only worked for 2 companies my whole career. I worked for Citibank after undergraduate. I went to Morgan State University, which is in Baltimore, Maryland. Shout out to Morgan State, all my HBCUs. All right. And then after undergrad, I went to Johns Hopkins University, which is in Baltimore, Maryland. I worked for Verizon for the next 9 years. Here's my point to telling you. Here's what it means to you. Back on May 31st, 2004, Verizon gave me the pink slip, or they laid me off. And perhaps you know someone who's laid off. I went and decided that even I was going to go down to Kinko's, have some business cards made up, hung my shingle out the door. I had to get started. I didn't know what to do. Called myself Coach Shay. Got started. And then when I got started, I was like many of you. I was like, oh my gosh, where are the customers coming from? Oh my gosh, am I going to deplete my savings accounts? Oh my gosh, I don't know where to start. Who's going to help me? I looked around and some of my homies had some companies, but I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't have a business plan. I'm not suggesting you do that. And then after about 90 days in business, I was tired. I was struggling. And in short, I was out of money. And hence I learned the golden rule in business. Jot this down. This is one of the golden rules in business. Put this down in your notes. The golden rule in business is to never run out of money. That's the golden rule in business, is to never run out of money. And the only way I know not to run out of money, is really to make more sales, to solve more problems, to help more people, to make a bigger difference in the world. And isn't that what you can do? See, I ran out of money. I went through bankruptcy. I lost 2 wives along this journey. Now, I didn't lose them. They divorced me because they divorced me. I'm on my 3rd marriage. I'm very, very happy. And I'm not saying you have to do that, by the way. I'm not saying you got to burn through your 401k. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I learned some lessons. And so today I stand here with you to say, because of what I've learned on how to start a business, because I've been in business 15 years, I've learned these lessons along the way that I can share with you. So now my big why, when I'm asked, is to help entrepreneurs generate revenue in their business so they can purchase the resources that are necessary to execute the vision they have for the people they were called to serve. Let me say that again. My big why right now is to help people just like you start their business and then be able to generate revenue. That means they're serving clients, they're helping clients, because when they serve clients, that's why I want you to listen. If you're on the edge, pay attention, please. When you serve clients and you bring them in and they pay you, it gives you revenue, that's money, to purchase resources. And I believe you have 3 resources, 3 visions, by the way. You need resources for 3 visions. I believe first, hear me, follow me. Jot this in your notes. 3 visions. Jot this in your notes. 3 visions. First vision, you have a vision for yourself, how you want to live, the clothes you want to wear, the organic food that you want to eat. And it takes money coming in the business so you can have some revenue to purchase those resources. Some of you have a second vision. You have a vision for your loved ones. I'm blessed that Mother Dear is still here. She's 73 years old as of this moment right now, and she lives 15 minutes down the road. I get an opportunity to take her to the doctor, get an opportunity to give her my Amazon account where she could order things from. I give her an opportunity to take her shopping. I mean, God has blessed me. And some of you, you want to write a check for someone's healthcare insurance. Some of you, you need the revenue from a business that you're going to start to send your kids to a school of your choice. I get it. I follow you. I'm there. I'm with you. It takes revenue to do that. And then the third vision I believe you have, and this is why I believe you're on the edge, you want to be an entrepreneur, is you really have a vision for the people you were called to serve. Now, I don't know if you was called to serve folks and make sure their car is clean. I don't know if you was called to build a media company that does articles and online program. I don't know if you was called to help women transform their lives. I don't know if you was called right now to help people write their story in the book. I don't know the vision that you was given for the people you were called to serve. But here's what I do know. Without any revenue, you can't execute any of those 3 visions that you have right now. So if you're starting a business, it's going to allow you to generate some revenue so you can serve more people, because you might need to hire an assistant. You might need to get a website done. You might need to hire a consultant. You might need a coach on your team. You might need someone to do your marketing. See, it's going to take some resources. And I want you to imagine for a moment that you're Noah in the Bible. This is just an example. You don't have to be a believer, but all my believers out there say yes. All my believers out there, give me a thumbs up right now. Yes. If you're a believer out there and you're listening, I want you to say, you know what? Imagine you're Noah in the Bible. You're on a mission. And before you get started, it's a true story in the Bible. God's giving you all the experience. Maybe that's you. That's why you want to be an entrepreneur. God's giving you all the expertise. That's you. That's why you're watching right now. And right before you get started, there's a knock at the door. Imagine you're Noah. Noah says, what's up? Someone says, Noah, over here, bro. There are no hammers in the house. What? No hammers in the house? All right, cool. Everything will be okay. Second knock at the door. Noah, over here. I might as well confess, bro, as well, that there's no nails. No hammer, no nails. Rule number one, never panic, never panic. And then there's a third knock at the door. Now, how many know it's that third knock? It's that third knock that can knock you out. Noah in the back here, man, back here. What's up? What's up? No, I might as well report there's no people and there's no luck on mission. And as you're sitting there, you're overwhelmed because everybody keeps telling you all these things to do and you don't know what to do. So let me give you the 4P formula that's going to help you. And then I'm going to share with you at least my 8 rules. I got 8 rules that you need to come back in business, and 8 rules you need to stay in business. And I'm going to share at least a couple of those rules with you. But the first thing that I want to share that's very, very important to me is I want to share the formula, because the first question I said I was going to ask is, what do I do, Shay? I don't know what to do. So let me give you a methodology. Our company is Sales Team Guru, and this is what we do. Can we show that to them, please? Let's show it to them, please. Okay, there we go. I'm going to give you a formula. Take a picture of this formula. We're going to hunker down here for a minute, because there I was. I was out there trying to start just like you. I told you that story. When I got started, I didn't know where to start. I didn't know what to do. I didn't have a methodology. A methodology is a belief. A methodology is a principle. A methodology is something that you stand on. It's a formula that you use to go over and over and over and over again. You know, I've run 5 marathons. And when I was running a marathon, it wasn't about running 26.2 miles. It was really all of the training I was doing. It was my mindset. It was my belief system, and it was the formula. So can I just give you a formula that's going to help you? And the formula is P plus P plus P equals P. Now, it's a sales methodology. It's my methodology, Sales Team Guru. But it's not about the methodology. I don't want to overwhelm you, but I do want to encourage you. I want to inspire you. I want to empower you. And I want to give you the resources you need. Everyone out there right now, look right below the video, and I want you to write these words: resources. I need resources. Put that down below. I need resources. Write that down. I need resources. And so here's the formula that's going to help you be able to know where to start. Okay, the first part is problems. So everyone write down problems. See, problems plus possibilities plus the promise equals people and profits. I'm going to break that thing down in just a moment for you. Problems plus possibilities plus the promise equals people and profits. Now let me say that again. Problems. Jot this in your notes. People will pay you today if you help them solve a problem today. You're in the problem-solving business. I'm going to hang out there for just a moment. The first P is problems. Shay, where do I start in business? First, we're going to identify what problems that exist in the planet that we can solve. One of the problems that we solve is entrepreneurs need to get started and they need resources. So the problem I'm solving is helping them either build their own sales team so they can go sell because they have a problem, or helping them understand how to put together a sales funnel so they know how to attract the clients in. And then the process they go through to understand they solve a problem without being salesy. Let me tell you why people will pay you today if you help them solve a problem today. Jot that down in your notes. People will pay you today if you help them solve a problem today. Put that in your notes. People will pay you today if you help them solve a problem today. I'm going to get to the other 2 Ps, but there I was, working with a person that wanted to be an entrepreneur. And I told him at some point, you're going to have to solve a problem so people can pay you. I don't want to sound salesy, Shay. I'm not a used car salesman. I'm not trying to convince anybody. I'm not trying to persuade anybody. I don't want to try to push it and be arm twisted and manipulative. That's just not me. You know what I told him? I understand. I used to be like that. Now, this person is in business, but you can adopt the principle, because what this means to you is you got to identify problems that people can help them solve. So I came back to the person and I said, okay, let me tell you what selling is. Everyone jot this down in your notes. Let me give you my definition of selling. I said selling equals service. Put that down in your notes. Selling equals service. Put that down in your notes. Selling equals service. And so when we come together to sell, to serve, not sell. So I said, can you do 3 things? Now, as an entrepreneur, there's 3 things you got to do. Jot this down in your notes. The first thing, selling is about education. So can you educate people that there's a problem on the planet? So I'm spending some time talking to you and educating you that if you want to start as an entrepreneur, what's one of the problems you have, and then how can I help you solve that? So I'm thinking you don't know where to start. So I figured I'd help you start generating revenue. Does that make sense? And so as you're listening right now, you think, oh, Shay, I get it now. People will pay you today if you help them solve a problem today. I'm in the problem solving business. So I asked her the question, can you educate people that there's a problem? She says, yes, I can, Shay. I sell insurance. Great. You don't have to sell anyone anything. Just let them know there's a problem. Step number 2, selling is about leading. She said, okay. Can you lead them and let them know that there's a problem and here's how I solve it, which is the possibilities. We're going to get to the second P in a moment. She said, I can do that. I said, okay, let's all slow down for a moment. All you are watching out there right now, all you are tuned in right now, we come up with the basic premise that people will pay you today if you help them solve a problem today. Got that in your notes. And that selling equals service. Tell yourself that 8 times a day for the next 8 days. Selling equals service. Selling equals service. And I'm in business to serve plus add value. Put that in there. That's another golden nugget. Serve plus add value. So when she adopted that she can serve and she can help and solve a problem, it changed the trajectory of her life. She says, Shay, selling is about education. I got it. Shay, selling is about leading. I got it. Shay, selling is about moving people to action without selling. I got it. I said, now once you do that, that's where the magic happens. And I shared this idea with her, and it changed her. I said, don't chase the money, add value, and the money will chase you. Someone jot that down in your notes. Don't chase the money, add value, and the money will chase you. As you're listening right now, you might be thinking, Shay, I'm with you. I'm smelling what you're cooking in the kitchen. I'm on your street. I'm feeling it. And you're out there saying, I just want to know the rules of business. You give me the 4P, but you got 11 rules of business, and I want to know what they are. So as I start on this journey, I know exactly what I need to do. Well, yeah, we have 8 rules of business. And so if you're out there and you want to get the notes from today, you want to get the 4P formula and the methodology that I broke down, and inside there are 11 rules of business, here's what you can do. It doesn't cost you anything. There's no Cash App payment needed. There's no Zelle payment needed. It's just you taking action. And I believe the universe rewards people who take action differently than those that don't. So text the word rules of business. Now get your cell phone out. This is an action. This is an action. Take action. Constant action. Open it up. And then go to the messaging and type the number 202-270-1662. 270-1662. I'm not even there yet. The best is still yet to come. I've got another idea, but 202-270-1662. Now, when you do that, and you text the word rules of business, I'm going to send you the 11 rules of business playbook. I'm going to send you a masterclass training I did that you're going to receive as a video. And then you're going to also get the notes. Some of you just want the notes from today. You're like, shit, I just want the notes. Now, when you text the word rules of business, do it now. Do it now. Do it when? Now. What time is it? It's 9 o'clock time. So go ahead and do that right now. Text the word rules of business. Include your first name. Include your last name. Include your best contact number. And include your email. Because some of you want me to text it to you. I got it. Some of you still want to receive email. I got it. I'll send some of my personal information as well, so I can follow you on Twitter and you can follow me back, or I'm on Instagram. Instagram is my jam. That's my jam. So I can find you on Instagram, or you can find me on Instagram, and we can stay in this conversation over and beyond today. We can stay connected, but you'll have the 11 rules of business from someone like myself, that's the founder of Sales Team Guru, and we work with business owners every single day. And our goal when we work with business owners is to help them be able to generate revenue, help them stay in business, help them overcome the fear of how do they attract clients, but more importantly, how do they generate revenue in their business so they can pay their bills. If that's you and you want the rules of business, text the word rules of business to 202-270-1662. That's my personal sales, not a Google voice, my personal sales. And then you put your first name, I'm requiring that, your last name, your best contact number, and your email. And once you do that, I'll make sure that I get everything over to you. It's my gift. Cost you zero. Cost you what? Zero. Cost you what? Zero. Why? Because now is your time. Now, one of my golden rules that I know I've shared so many along this journey so far, but one of my golden rules is that systems beat goals every single time. Put that in your notes. Systems beat goals every single time. So if you're a new entrepreneur and you're stepping into this, think about systems. And a system is duplicatable. A system is repeatable. A system is something you can do over and over and over again, and your labor is not involved. Some of you, when you look at your bank account, and it doesn't reflect how good you are right now, you look at the systems that you've used to manage your money. Some of you are in relationships, and if a relationship is not going the way we wanted to go, and I've told you I failed twice, okay? I've learned from 2 prior preview of coming attraction marriages, I call them that, to be on my 3rd marriage, to be very, very happy. And then some of you want to improve your relationship. So what does it involve? Systems. So what systems in your business can you implement? See, a goal is always in the future. You'll never reach a goal. You're using systems to get there. See, the future, by definition, hear me out, all my folks who want to be entrepreneurs, and even my current entrepreneurs, the future by definition doesn't exist. The future is imaginary. We're always in the present moment. There's a moment. There's a moment. There's a moment. We're never in the future. And so what I want you to know as you're listening right now is that as a business owner, there's a couple things you have to do. First, you got to understand that systems beat goals every single time. And then one of my golden rules, I'm giving you a few of my rules of business because you might have to come back in life, is what gets measured gets managed. What gets measured gets managed. So as a business owner, you're going to have to measure your results on a daily basis so you can manage it. Now, look, I know we're all into the diet and exercise thing, right? But as you're sitting in right now, I recall there I was, and I have this goal of drinking water, and I have a 64-ounce thing of water over here. My goal is to drink 80 ounces a day. And I used to drink bottles of water throughout the day, and I thought I was doing really, really well. But when I started measuring how much water I was really drinking, using an app called Waterlog, I don't make any money off Waterlog, but using Waterlog, what I found out is I thought I was doing well, but when I looked at and measured it, some things weren't going as well as I wanted to. And some of you can relate to that. Some of you have a goal of going to the gym 7 days a week, and you think, I'm doing okay. I go 3 or 4 times. But when you look back, you're like, no, it's not happening the way I want. So jot this in your notes. Another thing you want to know as a business owner, because you're like, how do I attract clients? What gets measured gets managed. How many new clients am I bringing in? What's the value of the clients I'm bringing in? Look, as you're listening right now, I'm going to give you a couple other rules in the next 60 seconds, and then we're going to close up. Some of you are texting in right now, but get better every single day. So as an entrepreneur, you're going to get better at your marketing. You're going to get better at your sales. You're going to get better at technology. You won't have it all right the first time, but you will. You will get better. And I also want you to learn from greatness. That's why you're here today. You're learning from folks who've been there. Here's what I learned along this journey. If someone else has done it, so can I. Let me say that again. If someone else has done it, so can I. One of the reasons I love sharing the rules of business is that when I got started, I wanted to find someone else. And I didn't have that distinction back then. I was like, well, let me go read a book and let me go watch a video. Let me go watch a YouTube video. But when I talk about learn from greatness, you study what others have done. Now, you're going to add your own to it and your own flavor. You want to know how do you start in business and where do you start? Learn from greatness. And so one of my rules in doing that is I was able to study under Willie Jolly and a number of other individuals. And what I learned from them is this. There's going to be some tough times. What I learned from them is that if they can do it, so can I. What I learned from them is I can adopt best practices. With Willie Jolly, I adopted his mindset. I adopted his belief systems. And his belief system was a setback's a setup for a comeback. You will come back when you have an attitude of gratitude. I adopted that. And then I went to the other side of my brain and I started adopting the business processes of Tony Robbins and saying, wait a minute, if this is what Tony Robbins has done and I can adopt the same principles, best practices, I can apply them for me. And that's my suggestion to you. That's my message to you, that you have greatness inside you, that you can do this doggone thing. Text the word rules of business to 202-270-1662. Receive the 11 rules of business playbook, the video series, and the notes. Include your first name, your last name, your best contact number. And I'm going to send it right to you, and we'll do a personal one-on-one. I want you to know you're a winner. You got greatness inside you. And for you, the best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. The best is yet to come. My name for those folks who are curious is Shay Brown, the happy entrepreneur. Make it a great day, everyone. And I promise you from the bottom of my heart, we'll make some good things happen. We connect again next time. Remember, time is long. Life is short. You got to live in the moment and you got to make it count. God bless, and I wish you success. See you soon.